Alexa, give me a barbecue playlist. Wouldn't it be great if everything in life was as simple as that? Well, actually, there are small moments when something does something for you that makes life easier. It's normally around technology. Listen, they're not life-changing things, but for that moment, you kind of call it out loud. Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. That saved me at least 2 hours. I like the fact that I can even put a timescale to it. Listen, these moments, they kind of just make life easier. Mine is, Alexa, make me a barbecue playlist. My music collection isn't the greatest in the world. And as I say it, that's exactly what she does. And up comes a whole playlist of a mix between songs I like, songs I don't, and songs that I just go, oh my goodness, I haven't heard this for years. It saves me time so that I have time to host, to cook, and to enjoy the moment. And I'm sure you have your small helpers in life. Alexa, make me a growth strategy for my business. Well, it's not as simple as a barbecue playlist. Ridiculous. Or is it? I mean, we all think our businesses are unique. And you're absolutely right, they are. This unique product and service that you have created has given you the success that you have today. It's changed customers, and hopefully it's changed something that somebody does in a community for the better. However, you're here and you want to grow your business, and there is a heck of a lot of information out there, and sometimes that can be overwhelming. The interesting thing is that actually, whether your business is 10 billion, 10 million, or 100,000 revenue in a year, that when a business is growing, they share similar patterns of behavior. And if we can understand or begin to understand that pattern, then possibly we can create that simplified process, barbecue playlist. Of course, it's about taking a lot of information and making it as simple as possible to support you to grow your business. And the simpler that it is, the easier it becomes. But most importantly of all, it can give you, I don't know, the velocity that you could never have previously imagined. Alexa never gave me a playlist. In fact, Alexa answered a completely different question. Alexa answered, based on my history and what I've listened to in the past and how I stand here today, make me a playlist of what I basically enjoy. I'm on a barbecue, so it assumes I'm outside and the sun is going to be shining. So based on that, and the fact that there are shared behaviours in the way businesses grow, perhaps we can simplify it to the extent of perhaps making a barbecue list. Alexa, based on what I've done and the success that I've achieved so far, make me a future growth strategy for my business. And that's exactly what I want to be doing with Wyseminds. It's a dream to have more and more female entrepreneurs growing their businesses. And the one thing I do know is that when we know exactly where we're at, any confusion turns into clarity and confidence, and perhaps any questions that we're unable to answer about growth can then be answered by ourselves. So that's Wyseway. Listen, I'm not doubting the putting the process of growing a business and comparing it to a barbecue playlist. I'm not being flippant with the challenge that is ahead of us with growth. It's not a fad where we have the top 10 steps to floating your company in 5 weeks. Wyseminds doesn't have that as its purpose. Its purpose is to simplify the process for female entrepreneurs and to pave the way for a smoother path to get them started on growing their business on their terms, how they want to grow, with nothing standing in their way, the paving stones with no potholes sliding them through. And that is Wyseway. I've always understood the Pareto principle. Now, what he said was that 20% of your efforts result in 80% of the impact that you want to be able to achieve in what you do. Wyseway takes that 20% and creates a process so that your first steps are launching from a stronger platform of your business to take off into your new growth era. And that 20% is based on, 30 years of my experiences, the good and the bad, a group of entrepreneurs who have also lived through that, and hundreds of theories that are out there about business growth. What it seeks to do is to put it together to make sure those 20% first next steps are the right next steps. It's still effort, but it's the right effort. And what it seeks to do is to provide the confidence so that the growth process is full of more joyful moments. Without joy in growing your business, there will not be growth. I can guarantee it. So at Wyseway, it's about creating this seamless path so that more female entrepreneurs choose to grow because it just feels better. Go onto the website, read the stories. Those entrepreneurs, they're not talking about marketing strategies or new funnels or new brand identities. Their memories, their creations, what they get most out of it is the ease and the joy and the freedom. And basically, in most cases, the reconnection back with their customer and their teams. That's the message that they're celebrating. So when we look at the two main areas to focus on in preparation before we grow, we're talking about two things. We're talking about the capabilities. So that's like the business blocks of your business. Some books refer to it as the flywheel, that process that enables your business to be in a position to be able to drive growth. So we're looking at that. But also, one of the areas that we're really focusing on with Wyseway is the abilities. And that's all about the human factor, your story, the founder, the team, and the journey that your story takes to reach the customer and have that impact that you truly want in the community that they live in. Basically, the reason why you started the business in the first place. So if you look at that as the kind of the oil that gets the flywheel moving, the business blocks moving smoothly to create that true impact that you want. And that's the combination that is Wyseway and the preparation that makes this path so seamless. I hope you will enjoy being part of Wyseminds in whatever form that is. Have a look at the questionnaire. Fill it out, even if it's just because you want to celebrate what you've achieved so far. The questionnaire, it's not a gimmick. It takes about 15 minutes to fill out, And what it brings you will be this, I suppose, guide. It's not a blueprint. It's a guide for you to take you in to the first chapter of the book of your new growth. Listen, it doesn't do the whole job for you, of course, but neither does Alexa. But the one thing that I really understand from my journey is that once female entrepreneur leader, they gain where they're at and the clarity of where they want to go, their drive and the ability to go on that journey and bring others with them is immeasurable. So that is part of the 20% of Wyseway, to put yourself into that position, giving yourself a simplified process that can guide you there. And you never know, one day we might be able to say, Alexa, build me a growth plan for my business. Thank you.